Hi, welcome to Random Access Megan. Today what I'm going to go over is Crohn's disease. Why? Because I have it. Also, in my last video, I did kind of drop that I had Crohn's disease. So I figured I would go over what Crohn's disease is, which many of you have google.com, but I'll just put it in layman's terms. Also, some symptoms that I was experiencing before I found out that I had Crohn's, and some steps that I took to figure out that I had Crohn's. That being said, before I get started, I wanted to put out a disclaimer. I understand I'm not a medical professional by any means, and I also realize everyone has different symptoms when it comes to Crohn's at different levels of severity. That's why, well, one of the reasons why I would assume there is no cure so far, fingers crossed. So just wanted to throw it out there before I get started. As far as what Crohn's disease is, it is an inflammatory bowel disease that can affect anywhere between your mouth and your anus. Yep, said it publicly. Don't usually use that word, but it is true. You can check it out. As far as what is affected in me is where the small intestine meets the large intestine, which is the ileum. That being said, some symptoms that I was experiencing about 3 to 4 years ago, it was just about a year or two before I found out what Crohn's was hair loss, which I had gone over. You can tell that I'm not blessed in the hair arena. Very, very, very dry skin, like cracking, peeling. I thought it was just my eczema, my allergies. Of course, that had some effect to it, but it was definitely worse than usual. So my body was trying to tell me something wasn't right on the inside. Also, weird bathroom habits. I had to go to the bathroom all the time. Urgency to go to the bathroom as well. And I'm not talking about number one, I'm talking about number two bathroom. So I was going about 6 to 8 times a day, which I thought I was blessed with a great metabolism. Yep, not the case. I was sick. I just didn't know it yet. And on top of that, there was some blood and mucus in my stool, which was very bizarre. But for some reason, I just kept living life and didn't go to the doctor. So when I finally went to the doctor, I was at work and I was feeling really nauseous and dizzy. It was midday, probably ate lunch a few hours before. Nauseous, dizzy is not really typical for me, so because I do drink a lot of water and I eat all the time, I just grabbed more water and I had a snack. Didn't fix me, so I just went home around like 4 or 5, and in the parking lot I just started puking everywhere. I was dazed and confused. Puking is not normal for me either, especially sober. So I was really freaked out, and I went home. I had some Gatorade water, passed out, slept for about 14 hours, and the next day I told my mom about all that happened. Of course, got to go to the mom. And she thought I was pregnant, and I said, no way. So I went to the doctor. They ran some tests, blood, stool, urine. Test came back. Nothing in there. They thought maybe it was a bacterial infection or whatever. Nothing came back. Only thing that came back was height and my white blood cell count. Basically, how she explained it, that to her means that my immune system's in overdrive. So from there, she referred me to a GI specialist. The GI specialist said, can't tell you what's going on until I see for myself. So I had a colonoscopy, endoscopy, which I always struggle with that word. They basically check me out from this way and that way. A few weeks later, I got my test results and I had Crohn's disease. I can talk about it now because it's been a few years, but I would say like the first few months I was devastated, mortified, not to mention the symptoms don't just magically go away when you get medication. It takes like 6 months to kick in. So I was just drained, tired, depressed. And what I hope to do is kind of, no one talks about Crohn's disease. Like, I Googled the heck out of it, bought some books. Why I bring this up in Random Access Megan, I don't plan on talking about it all the time because this is supposed to be random. But I do want to incorporate some Crohn's topics throughout my journey about coping and managing with the symptoms, some things that I do, maybe just bring a smile to someone that has Crohn's disease, put a smile on their face, and make sure that they know that they're not alone. That being said, if you felt that this was interesting, you enjoyed it, please like it, share it to anyone that you feel could benefit from viewing it, and of course, subscribe to Random Access Megan. Thank you and have a great day. Till next time.